the last video, we talked about how the first step in the journey of rebuilding is to recognize the loss you have experienced and to give yourself the time needed to grieve and heal. But what exactly does it mean to grieve? Well, grieving means getting real and choosing to acknowledge and work through the painful emotions that come when we lose something that was important to us. And when we're talking about grieving, we can experience every emotion in the book. And within minutes, we can experience every emotion in the book. And I'm talking about feelings like anger, sadness, guilt, shame, regret. And these are painful feelings that we have to work through. Grieving also means protesting the pain, lamenting over what no longer can be, but what you wish was. It's choosing to be short-term miserable so you can be long-term healthy. But for many of us, we see grieving as a sign of weakness. In reality, it takes courage and strength to face the emotional pain. I remember thinking after the loss of my job, health, and marriage that the anger was going to destroy somebody else, and the deep sadness I felt was going to destroy me. These emotions are intense. But here's the deal. If you stuff them and you don't express them, that's very toxic to your physical and your emotional well-being. It can be poisonous to your relationships when you hold all these feelings inside. One of my coaching clients who was rebuilding after a divorce, she for years had stuffed the emotional pain. And when she finally gave herself permission and chose to work through those feelings, something happened that she did not expect. And what happened was she realized once she experienced the negative feelings, she started feeling a lot more of the positive emotions like joy and peace. That she realized blocking the sadness had also blocked the joy in her life. So what does grieving look like in your daily life? Well, each of us is different, but for me, some days I would just write my feelings in my journal, my prayers, I'd write those down. Some days I'd write my favorite scripture. Psalm 34:18 was a favorite of mine. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Some people, as they grieve, they like to do something productive, like draw or clean the house or do an art project. Some personalities like to be around people. They like to grieve with people and talk things out. Other people just like to sort of withdraw for a little bit, sort things out, the feelings that they're experiencing. But I have to be honest with you and tell you, grieving is a difficult, painful experience. But what I discovered, it's far healthier when you acknowledge the pain you're experiencing and all the emotions that come with it than when you don't. So as I said earlier, choose to be short-term miserable so that you can heal and be long-term healthy. Now, if you happen to be separated and divorced, I have a group coaching experience coming up starting in January. It's entitled Rebuild, and it's for other women like you who have experienced difficult times. If you want more information, it's on my website at georgiaschaeffer.com, SHAFFER, and go to the coaching page.